The Raptors currently have the best record in the NBA. Paul, after about a quarter of the season, I'm going to ask you a tough question. Are you taking the Raptors or the field to win the East right now?
The Raptors are the best team in the league record-wise, but I'm going to have to take the field on this one. You still have Philly, who got better with Jimmy Butler. You still got the Celtics. I'm not counting the Celtics out.
Yep.
I mean, you got to beat this talented squad 4 out of 7, and then Milwaukee. I mean, the field is pretty deep in the East, so any of those teams I feel like can get to the finals.
Yeah, the Raptors are the favorite, and they should be the favorite. But what Paul said is accurate. It's not like they're head and shoulders so much better than the other 3 teams, and those 3 teams are pretty good. And so, even the Celtics, with the slow start that they've had, I still say when you get to a playoff series and everything is a game-by-game situation, having that many guys who can take over a game is going to be a gift more than – it's a headache now because it's a regular season and you're trying to get in the rhythm. But when you get into a playoff situation, it's going to be a gift. And obviously, they're elite defensively. Milwaukee's been elite on both ends of the floor. And then, man, Philadelphia, you talk about they got the best point guard, they got one of the best wings, and they got the best center in the conference. That's tough to beat again in a 7-game series. That's tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. You guys are hitting the nail on the head on all that stuff. And by the way, you saw the Raptors actually are not the favorite according to Vegas. They're third. They're your favorite, and that's fine. But I'm with you. I'm taking the field here too, particularly because of the Celtics. As you guys kind of illustrated, they're still figuring this thing out. They've had the second toughest schedule to start the season, so I think things will get a little easier for them. They'll be able to kind of feast on some easier opponents, get right in that situation. They've already made changes to that starting lineup, and it's already paid some dividends. And the Sixers, man, they're just crazy. And by the way, the Bucks, like Giannis, I don't think they're good enough to win the conference, but the way Giannis is playing right now, look at what Giannis is doing. Considering he's shooting like, I think, 16 or 17% from 3, and he's still getting to the bucket at ease. The Bucks are a team that you're going to have to contend with, too, in the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Yeah, I mean, they got the best player in the Eastern Conference, I believe, with Giannis. And underrated pickup was getting Brook Lopez. That was an underrated pickup.
$3 million, man.
That was a pickup that nobody talked about, but it's paying huge dividends for why they're at where they're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Raptors, I think, could be the favorite because you think they have the best player? Do you think he's better than Kawhi right now?
I'm taking Giannis as the best player in the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
I got Kawhi.
Yes.
Yeah, I would probably still have Kawhi at this point, just because he's got the ability to shoot from 3.
It's definitely close because Kawhi can do everything.
Yeah.
He can do everything on the court, and he is the best perimeter defensive player in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
It's close.
I know.
It's hard for me not to look at Giannis's numbers.
No, absolutely. No, I'm not saying, you wildin'. I'm just saying.
I mean, think about the shot Kevin Durant had to hit to send that into overtime. He had to dribble to the basket, out of the paint, back to the corner. It was crazy.
Kevin Durant scored 51, man. That was a hard 51, man, because when Kawhi was on him, Kawhi was like, and that's really, when you talk about guarding great players, you're never going to shut them down.
No, for sure.
But the idea is I can make you work for these points, and he did.
So, Paul, why are you not necessarily sold on the Raptors then?
You know what? It's not that I'm not sold. It's just that the Eastern Conference has 3 or 4 teams at the top. I mean, they still have to. They have to still show me they're that team. I know they don't have DeMar DeRozan anymore. They got Kawhi, but they got swept last year. I know it's a different team. They're a year older. They got a bigger star. Yeah. Lowry's playing off the charts this year.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just something come playoff time with the Raptors because they're always at the top record-wise. It's just they flame out in the playoffs.
Canada, I believe in y'all.
Yeah, I believe that.
I took the field and now I'm trying to pretend.
The Eastern Conference semifinals is going to be ridiculous, right?
Man, yeah.
Between those 4
when we get rid of the riffraff.
Yeah. Second round,
get
it's going to be
the Hornets and all them guys out the way.